Have you ever been told that you're too old to be playing video games? Or at least, you're too old to be playing a certain kind of video game? I remember one time when I was 16, I brought my old school Game Boy Color to class and started playing Pokemon Gold, because we had some free time or whatever. And I noticed that there were some girls that would look at me, see that I was playing Pokemon, and then they would proceed to laugh and judge me. Because, you know, Pokemon is for little kids only. Duh, what was I thinking? Oh man, what a bunch of stupid, self-centered bitches! Excuse me. This topic is just something that's a little more personal to me. And that's not the only time something like that has happened. I'm sure you've all experienced something similar to that as well. But it did get me thinking. Is there ever a point where you're just too old for video games? Where you just need to grow up and stop playing them? And I found the answer. The answer is no. No? Of course not! You're never too old for something that can make you feel that same magic you did when you were a kid. Too old to enjoy your hobbies? That's just ridiculous to even think about. At the time of this video, I'm 21 years old, and some of my favorite video games that I still love to play to this day are titles like Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Pokemon, and Kirby, just to name a few. These games have a very colorful and lively style, full of characters that are magical, wacky, and endearing all at the same time. So, where's the problem exactly? Why are people so judgmental of such an innocent hobby? Well, one of the biggest reasons is that they simply just don't get it. Now, that normally wouldn't be so bad, but video games in particular, as well as cartoons, have a really bad reputation. They're some of the most negatively viewed forms of entertainment out there. We've all seen the millions of news articles that claim video games make people violent, and we've all been told that watching cartoons will rot our brain and make us stupid. Which, by the way, I still love watching cartoons also. SpongeBob, Fairly OddParents, Danny Phantom, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Dexter's Lab, Chowder, Teen Titans. These are all just fun, innocent hobbies that I enjoy doing. And if you like playing video games or watching cartoons or whatever, you should always continue to do so. If it makes you happy, don't let idiots judge you on how you decide to spend your free time. The gaming industry has tried to combat the stereotypes of video games being meant for little kids. It's why we have this rise in mature-themed video games. Yeah! Guns, violence, swearing, nudity! Games are meant for hardcore adults now. Ironically enough, though, these games are dominantly played by young kids. So, oopsie. But back to the point. Sometimes a video game can be more than just this thing you play. I'm sure everyone has a game that has a special place in their heart. I know I do. Tales of Symphonia. Every time I play it, I get flashbacks to when I first experienced the game. The memories just start flooding in. I can feel happy, welcomed, even sad sometimes. There was a point where Tales of Symphonia was literally my only friend. No matter how sad and pathetic that sounds, it's true. So the thought of someone telling me to grow up and stop playing that angers me. You know what kind of people tell you to grow up and to stop enjoying the fun, innocent things that make you happy? People that are cynical, bitter, angry, and jealous. Simply because you're happy and they're not. Because those people at one point were told to grow up. And you know what? They listened. They let other people control their lives, and they no longer listen to their own heart. No matter how old you are, everyone has an inner child spirit. And as you get older, it becomes more and more difficult to take care of. People will continuously try to kill it. And you have to do everything you can to keep it alive. What's the best way to do that? Simply just continue doing what you love. Never stop. Play your games, watch your cartoons, draw your pictures, do what makes you happy. You're never gonna be too old for video games. You're never gonna be too old to enjoy what you love. always, and I mean always, remember that.